Hello, my beautiful ones. I am so excited to do today's reading. Many of you have asked for this reading. So we're going to be taking a look at your exciting love predictions for 2022. What can you expect in love, whether you are in a connection with your twin flame, soulmate, or beloved, or you are looking to invite in new love in 2022, we're going to get you clarity, and we're going to do it by your astrological sign. So if you are new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Welcome. I am so happy to have you here. And today I have 4 groups for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Each of these represent your sign. So for Ace of Pentacles, our group number 1, we have the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if you are a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this is your reading, Ace of Pentacles. For our group 2, we have the Ace of Wands, or fire signs. So if you are an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this is your reading. For group number 3, we have water signs, Ace of Cups. So if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this is your reading. And for group number 4, we have Ace of Swords, or air signs. So if you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this is your reading. Now, please feel free to also watch your moon and rising signs, right? So your sun, moon, and rising, if you want a more clearer picture of everything that is going on for you when it comes to love in 2022. So also make sure that you do come back throughout the year in 2022 so you can get kind of a reminder, get more clarity as you're moving along in your journey for this next year. So let's get right into it. We're going to go ahead and get started with our earth signs. All right, my beautiful Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is a very interesting reading on the exciting things that are going to happen for you in love in 2022. So what I've done here is to give you some specific guidance here along with your main reading, which is right here in the middle. So here we have what is your challenge, how Spirit wants you to show up, what you need to surrender in 2022, and your final advice here from Spirit. So what I'm seeing here very, very clearly in terms of your overall energy, okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all of my beautiful earth signs, is that I feel like Spirit is saying that your main challenge in 2022, and that which is going to be the most exciting path for you to take, is going to be one of transformation. And we're seeing it show up again and again here. We're seeing it here with this card right here, transformation, breakthrough, reinvention. You're ready for the next level. Okay, so this is really beautiful energy. We have a butterfly on this card coming out of its cocoon, right? We have this sense of rebirth, this imagery of finally coming out of any shell that you feel that you've been in either this year or in your recent past, and really giving yourself the permission, the opportunity to step into who you really are. And we're seeing that very clearly here with this 9 of Pentacles energy here as well as the death energy here. So as you can see, right, we are on the cusp of some major transformation here. And this transformation that is coming is very much a combination of who you are and who, you know, the energy that you're stepping into. And then how is that going to then translate into your connection with your special person? So this is, again, both for those of you who are already in a connection, in a relationship, and for those of you who are wanting to invite new energy, new love into your life in 2022. Either way, the message is the same. Okay, this transformation is going to be key. How does Spirit want you to show up? Well, here you have it. Learning the lessons of the past as well as the present. This is going to be very, very important for you. Knowledge, understanding, look for the lesson in this situation. So I feel like for those of you who are in a connection, is there something here that you need to see that you may not be wanting to or willing to see? That's going to be really important. And I feel that Spirit is saying here as well with this Nine of Pentacles that as much as you may love your person, as much as you may feel very connected to them, Spirit is also calling upon you to step into your own power, right? That, you know, you have an identity. You have a very deep connection to yourself that comes first. Okay, that comes before whatever it is that you are going through in this connection. So there is definitely a recurring theme here throughout 2022 of Spirit saying, okay, how are we going to step into this next level? Okay, because there is a lot of growth here, both individually and in the connection that really does need to happen for you and your person. Because this Ten of Swords is telling me that you are coming to a particular end of a cycle, but this is a cycle that has really stretched you in many ways. So throughout this year, coming into 2022, one of the most exciting things that are waiting for you is, okay, how can you really shed that old skin? Okay, whatever has not been serving you, whatever has not been serving this relationship or this connection, Spirit is saying it is time for you to shed that. Okay, there have been certain things with this Hangman's energy. I feel like you've been waiting for certain answers. I feel very deeply that you've been seeking certain answers about this relationship, about this connection. For those of you who are single, you've also been seeking answers. And I feel like what you've been doing is really trying to clarify what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. And either way, it's the same thing. Like I'm saying, the energy is very, very much consistent to those of you who are connected to somebody and those of you who are inviting somebody in. Spirit is giving you the same message that whatever has been bothering you, it's time to take a more honest look at what that is. Okay, because sometimes we give the other person or a new person in our life a lot more leeway because we have strong emotions for them. We may have a lot of passion for this person. And because we feel this very deep connection with them, we may give them certain leniency. But some of that leniency may be working against you. And so Spirit is saying in 2022, we want you to really learn some of these real lessons, okay? There are certain lessons here that you may not be learning or you may not be opening your eyes to. I think that's going to be really, really important. Is there something here with the Hangman? Because we're also looking at enlightenment, right? Opening ourselves up to what is it that we may not be seeing. And I feel that that is going to be extremely attached to and in alignment with this energy of Nine of Pentacles, which is that you want love. You want that person, but you don't need that person. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to cast off or to transform any kind of energy that you may be feeling that is more toxic or codependent, or that may come off as needy. Now, I'm not saying that you are needy, but I'm saying that Spirit is saying that if you have that tendency, if you have been feeling that because there's some sort of insecurity that has come out in you, for some of you, and this is not for everybody, with this Three of Cups energy, there is some sort of a third party situation here that is either active right now or that has kind of been there in the past that you're trying to get over, that you're trying to actually put behind you with the Six of Swords energy. So for some of you, I am feeling that there is either a third party that has been lingering around in their energy, that has been throwing, some sort of, negative energy, because we're also getting this Three of Cups, with the placement of it at the heart of this reading as the center card. I feel like this is an energy that is also, again, coming under this Ten of Swords. So there's been some sort of a stress, some sort of tension, some sort of a third party obstacle. And as I always say, it doesn't have to be romantic. This can be any kind of outside situation, family obligation, family member, child, ex, or even current relationship that your person or you are in, that you are wanting to leave, because we're also getting the Death. Right? So there's something here about needing to cast off. Okay, my dear Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns, needing to cast off anything from this year that has been holding you back, because there's a lot of exciting developments that are ready to take birth for you. Okay, there's a lot of beautiful energy that is just waiting to come out for you if you can put this behind you. Six of Swords. So again, very, very strong energy here of Spirit saying that in 2022, your most exciting prospect is going to be clearing out old, ugly, tired energy. Okay, and coming out of any kind of insecurity, darkness, this kind of like this feeling of, am I stepping in the right direction? Can I really be strong and confident and feel like I am ready to really stand up on my own 2 feet? Again, back to that Nine of Pentacles, because to me, it's very much about not just standing on your own feet financially, although that is always a really important consideration. It's also standing on your own 2 feet independently and in your power, energetically, vibrationally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay, so this is what Spirit is really calling upon you. And I feel like as you do that, as you come out of this Hangman's energy, because I do feel that in this year, as we're coming on to this new 2022, I feel like for many of you, you have felt like this Hangman. You have felt that you are constantly hanging between 2 worlds. There's been a definite static energy, an energy of a lack of progress, right? There may even be some sense of frustration, some sense of, you know what, I'm really tired of feeling this very stagnant, stuck in the mud energy. It's starting to weigh down my vibration. It's starting to make me feel like I am trapped. And that's also part of that Ten of Swords energy. So this is why I love this flow though, right? Like as we are seeking this enlightenment, as we are seeking to come out of the energies of, static frustration and lack of progress, we are coming into the exciting development of this Six of Swords. So in 2022, I'm telling you, your relationship to yourself, as well as your relationship to your person, as well as your relationship to your future person who is coming in, is going to be very strong as you leave the past behind you with that Six of Swords. So you really do need to get going on the energy of transformation, on the energy of lessons learned. This is going to be so important. So, I'm very much a person who believes in the pragmatic application of everything that we see in a tarot reading, right? So if Spirit is giving you this advice, I feel that they are calling upon you to take real action. And if that means that you get a notebook or a journal or a diary and you sit down and you start writing out the lessons that you have learned this year in your love relationship, whether it's, with your relationship with your person, or as you have been preparing yourself to invite in or attract the right person, what lessons have you learned about yourself in this process? Get really, really blunt with yourself, okay? Nobody else has to see this but you, right? Where are you struggling? Is it with believing in yourself? Is it with believing that either the person you're with, you can really step into a stronger relationship with them, or inviting in or believing that that right person is out there for you, and not giving into doubt, not giving into frustration or desperation or neediness, or even the tears that somehow flow when we are feeling alone, right? Because with this energy, these three cards up here, I also feel that many of you have been feeling alone this year. Okay, there's a sense of loneliness that is also coming from this energy. So for those of you who've been feeling that, it's going to be very important for you to energetically start following your passions. That's why I feel like this surrender to passion is going to be really, really important for you in 2022. Where have you been not opening yourself up to passion, to joy, to really sharing how you truly think and feel? If you are in a connection right now, have you felt silenced by that connection? Have you felt that I don't want to rock the boat? If I share what my true feelings are, what my true thoughts are, if I share everything that I'm passionate about, and even the things that I don't like, my relationship will end, or it will be jeopardized, or, my person will not respond to me. I feel like that is a fear that you need to get over. And for those of you who are looking for love, you need to start living your passion. You need to start going after your goals. And who knows, as you are doing that, as you are getting yourself out there, as you are putting yourself out there, pursuing the things that you love, that might just be the exact place where your person is, and you connect and you meet. Right? So if you don't do that, if you keep yourself in this energy of this loneliness, it's not going to happen. And I know some of you are in relationships already in which you are still feeling lonely, right? You don't have to be not in a relationship or single to feel lonely. When you're in a relationship that is struggling, you can also feel equally alone. So I do feel that that is going to be really, really important, because with this death, I feel that there's a definite energy here, my dear earth signs, that there is a major transformation coming in 2022, and it's going to be really, really exciting. For a small portion of you, I feel like this death is also going to indicate that if you have been in a relationship or a connection that has not served you, say you have not been treated right, you have not been given the love, respect, and commitment that you deserve, there may be an ending that is coming through here. Okay, there may be an ending to that, but that is going to be very exciting and transformational for you, because it's going to open you up to new love. Okay, it's going to open you up to getting rid of the old that, and the energies that don't work, so you can create a space for the new. Okay, for those of you who are looking for love, that death card is going to be very important for you to start clearing your energy, to start clearing away any kind of low vibrational thinking, any kind of, feeling sorry for yourself or self-pity, or that, any kind of those low vibration emotions, as you start surrendering to your passion, as you start, really feeling the love, feeling the opportunity, that Death card is going to be so transformational for you. And as we get into this Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, there's also going to be a lot of support. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit is saying here, again, for my dear Earth signs, is that you are going to feel that you're starting to work in partnership, a partnership that really matters with your person. So for those of you who are in a relationship, this Three of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles to me is very practical energy. And I think that is what we need in 2022, right? I feel that for those of you who are in relationships, you're going to find your relationship becoming much more grounded. And you're going to like that because it's going to feel like it has a foundation. It's going to feel like teamwork again, because you need that. This Eight of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles is really about working together as a team, knowing that you have to have each other's back, knowing that you are committing to building this relationship together in the right way. And it's not just all going to be about fantasy or, like the idea is nice, but the reality doesn't work, right? That's not the kind of relationship we want. We want a relationship where, it is working for us at that ground level. It's working for us because life is working for us. We are working together in our day-to-day life. We are coming together to form a home, a family, if that's what you want. This is the energy to me of, yes, we are out of our heads and we are building something rock solid. This is a commitment to our future together. And with this Knight of Cups, it's actually, this is all slower moving energy, but I feel like in 2022, that's exactly what you need. We want to move forward in a measured way with this Knight of Cups because it is about emotional stability, grounding. None of this, energy of like, oh, this is a roller coaster. Today I feel it, tomorrow I don't. Today my person's amazing, tomorrow they suck. None of that energy. This is, and even for all of you who are single and looking for love, this energy shows me that there is love coming in for you in 2022 that is going to be very stable, something stable, somebody you can count on, somebody you can trust. And for those of you who are in a connection, your connection is going into this new transformative space of stability, love, mutual trust, mutual friendship. This is the energy you want for long-term success. And that's why I love it for you. Okay. This is the energy of we are in this to win it. And that's what we are going to do, whether it's with your person or whether you are attracting somebody new. This is the energy of let's be grounded. Let's succeed at this. Let's be a team. Let's have each other's back and let's make this work for life, if that's what you really want. So a lot of stability coming through here. Let's see your advice from Spirit. See only love. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Beautiful. Okay, so I love this reading, my dear Earth signs. A lot of stability, a lot of love coming for you. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created for you, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next video. Wow, my beautiful fire signs, my Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius. Oh my. This is quite a reading. So as you can see, we have a lot of major arcana cards here for your exciting things happening in love in 2022. So before we even get into the reading, I have to say there are some major spiritual lessons, major shifts that are going on for you, my dear fire signs. So this is the way I have set it up. So this is your challenge for 2022. This is how Spirit wants you to show up. This is what Spirit wants you to surrender to. And then this is your final advice from Spirit. And then in between here, we have your main reading. So what I'm seeing here is that there's going to be something shifting within you, my dear fire signs, that has been a long time coming. Okay, I feel like there is going to be a breakthrough here that you are going to experience in 2022 that is going to possibly be the most exciting energy you have ever felt in the past few years. And I feel like this has been coming for a very long time, because I feel like with this, your challenge, what you got was the hesitation card. So what I'm feeling here is that many of you have definitely been struggling with some sort of a past heartbreak, your trust being broken, a fear of moving forward, a lot of hesitation, because look at this. It's coming through with this no card. How Spirit wants you to show up. Well, I believe what they're saying is they want you to drop the no. Drop the resistance, drop the hesitation. Isn't it so interesting that we're getting two resistant energies here? So I feel like this is Spirit being very, very clear and actually trying to re-emphasize themselves to you that, whatever has happened in the past, it is time for you to move on. And whatever the struggle has been, I feel like they're saying, my child, I know it has been painful. I know your heart has been broken. I know that your trust has been broken. But we cannot live in that space. And that is, I feel like, one of the main reasons why you're getting so many major arcanas, because I feel like Spirit is really challenging you in 2022, whether you are in a connection currently or whether you are single. Spirit is challenging you to drop your resistance in 2022 and to really open up your heart energy in a very new and exciting way. And when you do that, for those of you who are in a relationship, you are going to find that this relationship just thrives. You're going to find that your person is going to meet you halfway at that point when you drop that resistance. There's going to be a mirroring energy here. Like as you drop that resistance, so will they. And for those of you who are single, as you come out of whatever resistance you have, whatever fears that you've had about allowing new love into your life because of past heartbreak, maybe you have been cheated on, maybe you have been betrayed, stabbed in the back. We have all been there. That's what I have to say to you. We have all been there. So Spirit is saying we cannot use that as an excuse for long, because what it's going to do is it's going to block you from having this beautiful 10 of Cups, which is what you really do want deep down inside. Okay, look at that beautiful vision. So my beautiful fire signs, I feel like Spirit is saying, whether you want to admit it or not, to yourself, to your closest family, friends, whether you want to admit it or not, deep down inside, you really want it all. You are looking for emotional fulfillment. You are looking for having so much deep emotional satisfaction in life, as well as in your love relationship. And for some of you, if you're at that stage in life and that's what you want, you also are looking in 2022 to move on to a place where you can have a family. Or if you and your person have families already, like merge your family, like as you two get together, your family also becomes one. Like if you have existing kids. So this is really powerful energy, my dear Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like there is a specific way that spirit is saying that you have to handle your energy so that you can reap the benefits of having the exact type of love and satisfaction that you want in 2022. And I feel like what they're saying here is that as you do that, things are going to become incredibly exciting for you. Because what they're saying is with this Seven of Wands and this Lovers, isn't this beautiful? We have the Ten of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands here, and we have the Lovers. So these two energies are so beautiful, right? This is the energy of finding that beautiful place of emotional fulfillment, that kind of full circle energy with that person that you love, or in inviting a new energy into your life if you're single that is going to step into this, as well as with this Lovers card. So look though at how interesting the placement of the Seven of Wands is. It's right, it's coming in between. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that you don't want your resistance to come between these energies. You don't want it to get in the way, because it will serve as a roadblock. Look at this person right here. Look at them. They're just standing there. They're like blocking, right? They're deflecting. They are, standing their ground. There's conviction there, which is good. So I feel like there's two types of advice here about the Seven of Wands that Spirit is trying to communicate with you. And one is that it is good. It is good that you have a strong personality. You are a fire sign. So definitely it is good that with the positive aspects of that Seven of Wands energy, you are somebody who knows how to stand their ground. You know what your passion is. You know that you are very passionate about things in life. You know that you have a purpose. You want to go after it. You are a person of action. Again, typical, beautiful, fiery, amazing, fire sign, right? So what they're saying is that, yes, those are good qualities to have, but we don't want those qualities of conviction and strength and purpose and passion to be misdirected into resistance. We don't want them to show up as resistance to, having a deeper or better relationship with the person we love, or resistance to opening our life up to a new person. So I feel that Spirit is saying that as you identify which aspects of yourself is focused on being all about respecting yourself, which is a good thing, knowing your boundaries, standing your ground, honoring and respecting yourself, but doing it without resistance, doing it without the pushback against somebody else and their energy, right? And as you do that, you're going to find that you're going to open yourself up a lot more to this Lover's energy, okay? Which is really what wants to come in for you, okay? And so I feel that what Spirit is saying here is that it is so there for you. It is there for the taking. But you need to adjust that vibration of resistance. And this is where I feel the importance of this card, Surrender to Joy, really does come in for you here, my beautiful fire signs. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be kind of like the antidote to the poison of resistance here. So if you have been feeling throughout this year that there's just been a lot of resistance going on within you that is being mirrored by your person, right? That you are both kind of in a mode of resisting one another, like you resist and then they resist and then you clash, and then that manifests into negative situations. Maybe words have been spoken, maybe there has been a lot of pain, struggle that has happened for those of you who are in connections. I'm also feeling that Spirit is saying that, you know, if you go down that path in 2022, you will feel isolated. That's what this Hermit's energy is. So I feel like there's a definite warning that is coming through here from Spirit, also saying that, you know, as you come into joy, as you come into that Lover's energy, be careful with not seeking isolation through resistance. Okay, because the Hermit, the kind of double-edged sword about the Hermit's energy is that on the one hand, it's like an excuse to go within and say, I'm looking for answers. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine, of course. The Hermit, see, is always holding the candle, holding this light, trying to illuminate something, seek answers and solutions to problems. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like what Spirit is saying is that in 2022, you don't want to get into the rut of constantly, you know, isolating yourself if things go wrong or things don't go the way you want them to, either in your connection or in your, you know, search for love, if you are, you know, looking for love. So I feel like this is a bit of a warning here that we want to stay open. We want to, you know, drop this resistance and keep ourselves open to the adventure. Let 2022 be an exciting adventure where you are open and willing to accept the opportunities that manifest around you, because they will be. I mean, look at this. Our last card here is the Magician. So this tells me that you are in a manifestation stage here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, you are in a very powerful energy of manifestation. And you don't want to block that, because you are on the path to manifesting exactly what you want in love. And what's interesting here is that we are getting two cards here of marriage. Okay, so for those of you who want a proposal this year, or who are wanting your person to propose, offer of engagement or marriage, that is definitely coming this year. Okay, we have the Lovers, we have wedding here, which we'll get to, and we also have the Hierophant right there, which also represents marriage. So we have a lot of energy here of marriage, engagement, proposal. So this is why I feel like it's really imperative to look at what Spirit is guiding you to be careful of, so that we can clear the path to this commitment. Okay, so it doesn't have to be necessarily a specific wedding or marriage. It could just be what commitment looks like to you. However you want this commitment to manifest between you and your person, or between you and a new person. So again, look at this. We're getting this energy here of Spirit saying, be careful about being extremely touchy, because see, to me, there's an energy here that you want to be careful of, which is an energy of sensitivity, along with that Seven of Wands. And there's nothing wrong with being a sensitive person. Okay, like there's nothing wrong with being an HSP, highly sensitive person. But I think what Spirit is saying here is that in 2022, if you really want to reap the benefits of the love that is coming towards you, try to develop a bit of a thicker skin, and it will help you in life and in love. As in, try not to be as easily offended. Try to keep some sort of a management on your ego. Try not to get triggered into egoic reactions, resistance, doubt, and anxiety. Because, you know, in this spread, the middle card is one of the more powerful energies. So we really need to take a look closer at this Five of Swords. Why is this Five of Swords coming up for you, my dear fire signs, right? So this tells us that, you know, the resistance that you feel is something that you are going to have to really very consciously work on in 2021. But if you do, the rewards are amazing. Okay, and we're seeing it with this Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Okay, they're both on top of each other. So again, I feel like there are so many exciting, wonderful opportunities when it comes to love that are definitely queuing up for you. Like they're like, you know, like they're like, you know, it's like this vibration that is like coming together, coming together. It's this energy of we are getting, everything is being aligned for you, but you have to become a match to it. And if you continue on with the Five of Swords and Five of Wands energy, which are the energies of instability, which are the energies of inner conflict, inner turmoil, outer turmoil, the energies of, you know, I like a good fight. Well, yeah, being a fire sign, not surprising, but we, you know, yes, you may like a good fight, but, you know, Spirit is saying you are so much better than that. Okay. And yes, you know, that is part of that may be part of your personality. And yes, it's okay to fight the good fight, but pick your battles wisely. Okay. Choose your battles wisely. Only fight when it is necessary to do so. When it comes to your relationship with your person, do not try to seek to soothe the situation rather than aggravate the situation, and you will find them also giving you that same courtesy in return. So if you are easily triggered, if you're easily negative here or resistant here, then start to soothe those triggers, because, you know, Five of Swords and Five of Wands, not a pretty sight when you get triggered, right? So I feel very strongly here that as you start to become more conscious of the ways in which you get triggered, of the ways in which you want to go back into this shell, because I do feel very strongly that when you are triggered, whether you're in a relationship or in past relationships that you've had, if you're looking for new love, as you are triggered, you start going into your shell. It's almost like you will either fight or flight. So either you will fight with this Five of Wands, Five of Swords energy, or if you're truly very deeply hurt by it, you will go deep into yourself and you will just withdraw. So I feel like Spirit is saying it is time for us, you know, dear fire signs, to come out of that fight or flight energy, you know, come out of that I seek to fight or confront or withdraw, and there's like really nothing in between. So it's going to require some discipline. So the Hierophant here to me represents for you a little bit of self-discipline, self-knowledge, you know, not going towards those triggers, and knowing that as you come out of that and you grow from that, there are great and beautiful rewards that are waiting for you. Look at this beautiful Empress with this Magician. Okay, so again, this is coming in the way, right? The Five of Wands, this need for conflict internally or externally, the resistance that comes from that conflict, you don't want it to get in the way of the Magician and the Empress here, because these are energies of pure potentiality, pure creation. You have so much power within you, my dear Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 2022, you're going to create amazing things in love. You're going to see an incredible transformation in your current relationship, if you're in one, or you're going to draw to you a very powerful new relationship. You're going to create something very, very new. You are in a creative energy. You're in the energy of masterful and powerful manifestation and creation. For some of you, this may also be that you are going to marry your person and have a child with them as well. So keep that in mind, because the Empress also represents pregnancy. So for those of you who are wanting that, 2022 is going to be your year. That's my prediction for wedding, marriage, children. Okay. And for those of you who, you know, are single, it can still happen in 2022. You may meet somebody who is the absolute right person for you, because these are, again, very powerful energies for commitment, for manifesting really deep and committed love that is real and long lasting. So it is absolutely possible that in 2022, my dear singles, you will find your right person, and it may just progress really fast if you don't hesitate, if you don't get bogged down in your resistance. So let's take a look at your advice from Spirit. Wedding. Marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. Beautiful. So this is really powerful. Very excited for you, my dear fire signs. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created for you, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next video. My beautiful water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's take a look at the exciting things that are happening in love for you in 2022. These are your predictions. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start off here with your challenge. We're going to look at how Spirit wants you to show up. Then we're going to see what it is that you should surrender. And then we're going to end with advice from Spirit right here. And then here is your main reading. So what I find very interesting here is that I feel that Spirit really wants you to take a different turn in 2022, my beautiful water signs. Your challenge is coming through here as creativity. And so this is why I'm saying I feel that 2022 is going to be a very exciting opportunity for you to create something very different than what you're used to experiencing in the past. So Spirit is saying that it is time for you to really get inspired. It's time for you to become much more productive, inspired, and prepared to really create whatever it is that you truly desire when it comes to love, whether it is with the person that you are already connected with, or if you are single and wanting to create a new love in 2022. Because see, how Spirit wants you to show up is to finally let go of any kind of split energy that you have been dealing with, at least this entire year. Because see, the thing is, if we have split energy towards our existing connection, because there may be some sort of struggle or separation that has gone on there, I feel for many of you there is, because looking at the other energies coming through here, I feel that for many of you there has been, or you are going through right now, some sort of struggle or separation from your person in life. And for others of you who don't have a particular person in mind or in your heart, I feel like the struggle has been to be more accepting of yourself. So either way, it's like this sense of needing to stop the split energy, because we can have split energy not just towards a relationship or a romantic partner. We can even have that split energy towards us in terms of how it is that we see ourselves. Do we forgive ourselves? Do we go too hard on ourselves? Do we, have limiting beliefs? Do we have negative self-talk that we are constantly listening to in our own minds? It's almost like we've let our mind become our own worst enemy. So I feel that there's definitely a challenge here from Spirit saying that it is time for you, my love, my dear child, to finally let go of whatever is this split energy, so that you can gain specific clarity on what it is that you want. Because if you don't do that, you're going to continue on with this very kind of murky vibration. And when we have murky vibration, where it's like One day we want somebody or something, next day we don't. One day we want to be with, this particular person that's in your life, next day we don't. There's a roller coaster energy. One day they're in our life, one day they're not in our life, right? There might even be, I'm getting this energy of off and on relationships. For some of you, there's a very off and on element to your connection. That is also bringing your energy down. So I feel like Spirit is saying that in 2022, your kind of mission, should you choose to accept it, is to finally come through here with a final answer for yourself. So either you and your partner decide that this is it, we are not going to do off and on anymore, we're going to commit to one another, or we are going to walk away. Or if you are single, you finally make the commitment to yourself that you are going to stop going hard on yourself, that you are going to be gentle and kind to yourself. And as you do that, you are prepping the vibration to call in a lover or a romantic partner who is going to be as good to you as you are being to yourself. Okay, so this is really important. And this is why I feel like we are getting this death in reverse here. Okay, so for some of you, this is the end to the struggle, right? So either you are in kind of coming into 2022, you have realized if you are in a connection, whether it's struggling or in separation, you are choosing whether you are going to move forward and you're going to try to fix this relationship, or you are going to end it for good. For many of you with this death in reverse, I'm feeling like there is an energy here of being very motivated, being very inspired to create some sort of a bond from something that has been struggling. So I feel like there is a renewed energy coming through here. For many of you who have been struggling or are separated from somebody, there's an energy of renewal coming from that death in reverse. So along with the Six of Cups, I feel like for some of you, there also may be somebody who is coming back from your past. So that's something you may want to be aware of. For those of you who are single and would like to have love, you may also be having somebody come back from your past. Now, this doesn't have to be an ex, but it could be somebody that you were friends with, somebody that you knew somewhere along the way, but you have lost touch with them. But they've never stopped thinking of you. They've never stopped caring about you, but maybe life took you down a separate path. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you're going to be very surprised by somebody from your past coming back. And it could be somebody that you went to school with, somebody that you went to university with, somebody maybe you worked with in a past like career or job where you guys were friends, or you may have flirted with one another, but it never really got anywhere, right? And then you may have like left that job or left that school or something. But there's some sort of energy here for many of you about somebody that you think of in a positive way, because we're getting the sun right here. So whoever this is, for those of you who has somebody coming back from experiences that you've had in the past, this is not somebody that you have negative experiences with. This is somebody who you may have been really, friendly with. See, look at these two. This may have been like somebody you enjoyed hanging out with, somebody you enjoyed getting to know, but it just kind of never, really progressed into anything, but you've never really forgotten about each other. Okay, so that's something very exciting for some of you. Now, for others of you who are in a relationship right now, as I was saying, there is energy here of something being mended, okay, something being revived, something that is also coming back from the past. So for some of you, there's been a separation and maybe little to no contact for some time. And I'm getting this energy that just when you kind of thought that things were, really done, there's no way this person can come back, they may come back. because of this Eight of Wands energy. And so I feel with this Eight of Wands that this is going to be something that's going to happen sooner in 2022. This is not something that's going to be delayed. We're getting an energy here of whatever may be coming to you, whether it is someone from the past that you were friendly with, or somebody that you have been in separation or struggle with. It is going to happen faster. It's going to happen in the beginning stages of 2022. And so there may be an energy here of when they do come back, if it's somebody that, again, you had struggles with, initially there may be a lot of positivity there. There may be some sort of a fresh new energy. There may be a sense of optimism, because there's something in the way that they are going to speak to you. There's something optimistic, something warm, something gentle and loving that is coming your way from whatever connection this is, whether, again, it is you are single or whether it is you are connected to somebody. I feel like what is coming your way is going to feel very warm and nurturing. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a very optimistic view of how your life is going to move forward in 2022. So with this Chariot's energy, I feel like this is a really good energy, but it also is Spirit reminding you that you also, even though they are there to help, they are there supporting you, they are going to help you along this journey, obviously, but they're still saying that it is still upon you to make sure that whatever happens here moves forward in the way that you want it to, as in you still, with this Chariot's energy, are the captain of your own ship. So you have to make sure that you take a leadership role in this journey right here, okay? Don't just let things fall to chance. Don't just let things, kind of like that, oh, the chips fall where they may. Don't be fatalistic about it. Like, don't be inactive about it. Spirit is saying that because you've been having this split energy for a lot of 2021, it's time for you to step into active creation. Okay, that's what this creativity card is all about as well. And see, the thing is, I feel that part of what's gone on with this energy here is that I feel that before 2022, when you've tried to make things happen, or you've tried to, I don't like to say make things happen, but when you've tried to take initiative, when you've tried to put effort into something, whether it was a relationship, whether it was looking for love, I feel like because you had this split energy and you had this, kind of more of this unfocused, yes, I do, no, I don't kind of aura about you. What that does is that it makes the whole process of being in this relationship or connection, or looking for a relationship or connection, more laborious, right? It feels like labor. It feels like hard work. And I think that is why Spirit is saying that it's time for you to surrender to effortlessness. You want to try to, feel like you are in the flow in 2022. You're stepping into effortless flowing energy. You don't need to work hard at it. Do you need to take initiative and have this very clear notion of what you want and go for it? Yes, but it doesn't have to come from the energy of effort. Right? This Chariot's energy can be very much about I know where I'm going, and I am the clarity and the raised vibration that I have, along with the actions that I feel I need to take, can all be taken from a position of what comes naturally, not what has to be forced, not what has to be done because it has to be done, but from this level of flow. Okay, so my beautiful water signs, you should be good at flow, right? Right? My Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, you should be good at flow because you are a water sign. So that is your natural state. So if you feel that, this year you've kind of been obstructed, like the flow of energy for you when it comes to love felt a bit more constricted, full of labor and hardship, then it's time in 2022. The exciting thing that's going to happen here is that you are going to step into a greater flowing energy. So I feel that that's looking good right here. But again, as we come into the later stages of 2022, I feel like Spirit is saying, be careful not to lose the gains that you've already made, because there's a lot of exciting possibilities here for you. There are a lot of, I feel like there's going to be a lot of doors that are opening up for you when it comes to love. I feel like there's going to be multiple options here. Either these people from the past, people who, you knew before or were separated from, you have them coming back. And I also feel that if you choose to, with this Two of Swords energy, if you make the conscious choice, you also have a very open field of new possibilities as well. So I feel like you have a lot of choices here, my beautiful water signs. A lot of choices, okay? 6 of Cups, choices coming your way that are going to feel good. But you have to make sure that you don't get back into these vibrations of lack of clarity, like with the moon's energy, right? Sometimes when we do have multiple options, it can become difficult to actually choose or identify which one is right for us. So this is why I feel with the moon and this 5 of Wands, Spirit is really saying you want to stay in 2022 very, very clear. Continue to work on gaining clarity and keeping your vibration towards what you want very consistent. I feel like this is the energy of you constantly having to define, even if it means writing it down, define and clarify, at intervals, whether it's every 2 to 3 months, sit down with yourself, define and clarify, where are you right now when it comes to love? How are you feeling? What is it that you truly want? Are you getting what that is, or are you not? And keep moving forward towards what it is that you want. And don't let anything take you off your path, because the moon's energy can be very confusing. Okay. It can be very, very, it can feel like you're not seeing clearly. So towards the mid to the end of 2022, I feel like Spirit is saying, keep the momentum going, because you have a lot of exciting opportunities, a lot of things that are opening up here. So make sure that you keep the clarity of that momentum going, because if you don't, with this 5 of Wands, you may feel some sort of conflict here. You may kind of go back to this. You don't want to do this, right? This 5 of Wands is going to take you back to split energy. So for those of you who are in a connection with your person, beware that if you become less clear and you don't state to your person, or you don't make clear to your person, what it is that you want from this relationship, and you don't build that together, be careful that there may be some conflict there, because you will feel confused, and in turn they may feel confused as well. So you want to be aware of that by maintaining your high level of clarity and flow throughout the year. And if you do that, there's some beautiful, beautiful energies that are coming through here for you. And I feel like with this 2 of Swords, it's like Spirit saying, just be very, very intentional in the decisions that you make. You want to be intentional about this. You don't want to let chance decide. You don't want to start behaving from trigger points. You don't want to start going back to this split energy, because again, I feel like this area right here is more of Spirit saying, we've got you. Okay, we're here supporting you, but we also want to warn you that if you don't stay intentional, it's going to be easy for you to wind up in this 4 of Cups, which is that energy of okay, now I don't know what I want again. It's kind of like full circle, right? If you don't manage this energy, you may come full circle again. You don't want to go back to where you started from, because this 4 of Cups is very much this energy right here, right? So I feel like, again, Spirit is saying, we really want to tell you, be effortless. Don't think of this as a chore, as some hard work you have to do. Just stay in the flow, stay in clarity. You're going to have a lot of beautiful options in love to choose from. And let the choice be dynamic. Let the choice be exciting. Let it come from the sun's energy, and make sure that you keep yourself grounded. See, this is advice from spirit. Ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. All right, my beautiful water signs, my beautiful Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created here for you, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. See you all on the next video. My beautiful air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here are the exciting predictions for love for you in 2022. So we're going to start here with your challenge. We have how spirit wants you to show up. We have what you should be surrendering in 2022. And then we have advice from spirit right here. And then here is your main reading. All right. So what's interesting here is your challenge. And we're seeing this very much illuminated also in your main reading. So ego. Okay. Pride, jealousy, self-preservation, and walls. Let your guard down. Okay, so I feel like coming into 2022, being air sign, not surprised, right? I'm an air sign as well, and we do tend to live in our heads and minds sometimes, perhaps sometimes a bit too much, right? I'm feeling the energy that you have definitely been more guarded and, almost rightly so when it comes to love. So, it's very difficult for you to trust. Okay. There's certain types of beliefs that maybe you have picked up over time, over experiences, over life. And so this is why spirit wants you to show up differently when it comes to your beliefs. See? So I feel like that has a lot to do with this ego card being your challenge, right? So I feel like what spirit is really advising you here for 2022 is that we need to shift some of the limiting beliefs that we have been carrying when it comes to love and relationships, okay? And it's not surprising because we also got surrender negative thinking. So again, this is also, a very air sign thing, right? Really focusing in on our thoughts, being much more focused on the things that our mind tells us. Sometimes, it's difficult for us to open up our hearts as well. And so I'm feeling that throughout 2022, Spirit is really asking you to set aside or to grow out of whatever negative thinking or limiting thoughts and walls that you have built up around you so that you can let real love in, whether that is, improving the relationship you already have, or mending a relationship that is in separation, or for those of you who are looking for love, to actually open up your heart and bring love in. See, you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So I feel like this is going to be very, very important, whether you are single or whether you are in a connection now and into 2022. Because see, I feel like Spirit is saying that sometimes you tend to make excuses, okay? My beautiful Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we got to keep it real here. I feel like Spirit is saying that oftentimes you make excuses as to why you have shut yourself off emotionally, why you tend to put up those walls, why you feel very guarded. I'm getting the energy here that you've been definitely going through a phase where you've had a hard time trusting people, okay? This Seven of Swords being in the center of the reading, this center card is very important energy, right? And the fact that it came out here as Seven of Swords tells me that many of you have been through betrayal, either in the long ago past, but it has stayed with you, of course, as it does. I mean, we're all human, of course. Betrayal always stays with you, or in the more recent past. Okay, so I feel for some of you, your person, if you're watching this, you know, for your connection, your person may have been dishonest with you in some way. Either they have cheated or behaved in some sort of unethical way, either currently, or you just have these experiences or bad memories from the past. So there's definite trust issues that are coming up here. And so I feel like it's amazing to me that Spirit has put it in the heart of the reading here, because it really is the heart of the matter. And because you have felt that your heart has been sliced by these Seven Swords, that's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling very strongly this energy of my heart has been sliced into pieces in the past by people with these Seven of Swords, people who have backstabbed me, people who have betrayed me, people who have let me down, people I trusted who screwed me over. And you know what? That is totally natural. It's totally natural to feel like, okay, you know, I don't know how I can trust. I think it's better to put my walls up. And so I feel that Spirit is saying, look, we understand that you feel wounded from that. But at some point, if you wish to invite real love into your life, if you're single, or you wish to heal and reconnect with somebody that you still love, either way, you are going to have to make a conscious decision that it's time to change your beliefs. You need to shift into some sort of a more heightened sense of power. Because the thing is, when we put up walls, it's because inside there's a part of us that feels vulnerable, that feels like, what if somebody hurts me again? What if somebody betrays me again? I don't think I could handle that. And yes, of course, it is very difficult. But I feel like Spirit is saying in 2022, in order for really amazing, exciting opportunities in love, whether it is to connect with somebody new or to reconnect with somebody you're separated from, either way, those opportunities will not be available to you until you choose to handle your walls, your guard, in the guarded way in which you've been, in a different way. At some point, you have to make a choice. It's one or the other, right? It's either you have put up your walls and you've put your guard up and you're not letting anybody in, or you are going to slowly bring those down and allow love to rekindle or kindle a new flame, right? Like right now, I feel like love is, it's funny, I'm getting the image of a flame. Like love is a flame that wants to ignite in your life, but your own energy or your own opinions that you are carrying here is what's extinguishing that flame. It's not allowing that flame to really light. And I feel like for many of you, it also comes from this Hermit's energy. And isn't this interesting? Because yes, you know, many of you may have been going through some sort of more of a solitude or lonely time. coming into 2022. You may have taken some time off. You may have said, either I'm in separation from the person I love and that's okay. I need my own space right now. We're not really, contacting each other. Something has ended, or you have decided that you're not out there looking for love. You're going to just take some solitude and have that kind of hermit's energy just in order to be with yourself. So this is why I feel like Spirit is saying that even though the hermit may be isolated, he does carry that flame. He wants the light. He still cares about igniting that flame of love, enlightenment, knowledge, peace, self-understanding. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is, as we get into at least the first few months of 2022, it's going to be time for you beautiful air signs, you Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, to come out of this hermit's energy and to step into the magician's energy. It's going to be time, as in it is time for you to, realize that you do have the power within you. You don't have to be afraid of this Seven of Swords. You don't have to carry that fear, that hesitation, that vulnerability with you, that you are powerful enough to manifest what you want and deal with whatever it is that comes, even though you feel wounded with this Nine of Wands. Okay, it's interesting. I think it's very, very telling that this Nine of Wands has come with the Seven of Swords, because obviously when you feel that you've been sliced and diced by these seven swords, you are going to be very, very on guard. Nine of Wands, very, very on guard energy, very defensive. Like, okay, really? Like, it's the energy, to me, it's always like the energy of like, look, you can tell, look how he looks. He's literally standing there going, really? Who else is going to come here and be an ass? I'm ready to put him down like a rabid dog. It's like this readiness to fight for your life kind of energy, because you're just so sick and tired of the BS, right? So this is why I feel like Spirit is saying, all right, let's stop that energy, because it's not serving us anymore. Okay, yes, you indulged in it for a certain amount of time, but you can't stay in that energy forever. It's time to shift into high priestess mode. And I love this energy for you, my beautiful Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because this is all about spiritual power. Right? This is all about calling forth that dynamic power that is within you, the power that you have, not really let yourself access because you were kind of too busy building up these walls. There is definite fear. Anytime you have ego, you have fear, because when the ego is triggered, what's triggered in you is the fear of loss, the fear of, being unloved, the fear of being disrespected, undervalued, not seen, right? The fear of being invisible. So this is why Spirit is saying it is time for you to cast off these other energies and really awaken the amazing, badass high priestess within. Because this is where all of the power truly lies, okay? All of the infinite power of Spirit that is within you is accessed through the high priestess energy. It is so beautiful. I am so loving this. I'm so loving this, because look what it's leading you to. As you access this, my beautiful air signs, as you access this high priestess energy, there is tremendous opportunity, excitement. Things just are going to fall into place for you in love in 2022. Because look at this, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands. What a beautiful progression. Okay, what a beautiful progression. To me, this is all about you now claiming your place in love. You consciously claiming that, you know what, I've been holding back for way too long. Okay, it's time for me to step out of this Page of Swords energy, which is about like, okay, this energy to me is very much about like, I am willing to, you know, let my guard down. I'm willing to communicate with people. I'm willing to talk to, whether it's the person that you have, you know, are in struggle or separation with, you're willing to open up the lines of communication with them. Or if you're looking for new love, I'm willing to start dating or talking to new people and letting new people into my life, even though I'm still a bit reserved, even though I'm a bit, you know, guarded. I'm holding back a bit, but it's okay because now I am ready to step into my own empowerment. This energy is on its way out. It is transitioning beautifully into this Nine of Pentacles, which to me is just the energy of being so empowered, so in tune with yourself in such a grounded way. Like you are like totally self-sufficient, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You have accessed this high priestess and you've got it rocking, like you've got it going on, because now you're approaching love from fearlessness, right? You're not afraid anymore of the Seven of Swords. You're not afraid that somebody's going to come and dice up your heart. You have enough confidence, self-confidence, belief in yourself, and belief in spirit that they always have your back. They're not going to steer you wrong. That is the feeling, that is the energy that you have here. That is so dynamic, that is so important, right? So I feel that you are definitely stepping into, my dear air signs, into this amazing energy here of Nine of Pentacles. And look where it's leading you. Exactly the place you want to be when it comes to love. Four of Wands. Beautiful. Okay, so as you make this journey, you are going to be richly and greatly rewarded with this Four of Wands energy. I mean, this is the energy of finding the exact right partner for you if you're single, or taking the relationship or connection that you're in right now to the highest level that you want it to go. This is a celebration of a union. So for many of you, you know, 2022 is going to be about either reconnecting with that special person and then going to a whole new level of commitment. It may be an engagement or a wedding. Or if you are looking for love, meeting the person that you are going to eventually be engaged to or married to, because this is a celebration of a beautiful union between two souls. Four of Wands. So much passion, so much energy. Look how beautiful this image is right here, right? So you are, my beautiful air signs, you are on the path. You are on your way. And I feel like, you know, being an air sign, I feel also that there is sometimes a tendency to really want to be heard. And that's normal, right? We all have that. We all want to be heard by the people that we love. But I feel like Spirit is also telling you that in this process, you also want to listen. There's something here that there's some sort of knowledge here that is waiting for you. Okay, I really feel that with the Hermit, with the Magician, and the High Priestess. Okay, through these three energies, I really feel that there's something that you haven't quite yet tuned into when it comes to love, whether it's, like I said, connecting or reconnecting with a special person who is already in your life, or connecting with somebody new. There is something here, some sort of information or knowledge about the fruition of your love, okay? Because I feel like you're headed toward this Four of Wands, right? But there's something here that you need to find out along the way. And because you've had these issues with your beliefs and with ego and, you know, kind of building up those walls, you haven't been really open to that knowledge. You haven't been open to finding out whatever that is. Seven of Swords to me also indicates that there's something here that is hidden, okay? There's a hidden knowledge here that has to be unlocked. And it has to do with your journey to love and union. Okay, so again, I feel like when you step into this high priestess energy, when you get really, really clear and close to the vibration of who you really are, once you get rid of this negative thinking, bring down the walls, start opening up your heart energy. Stop fearing disappointment. Stop fearing heartbreak. Stop fearing that people will let you down eventually, right? You need to get all of those negative thoughts out of your mind. And when you do that and you start cleansing your mind and really taking good care of your heart and putting your faith in spirit being there for you, supporting you along this path, I feel like that's when everything is going to open up and you're going to feel so amazing with this Nine of Pentacles. You're going to feel so amazing, so strong, so ready. And when you're in that, you're just going to shoop, like, it's just going to show up. Either the person that you're, in love with, the energy between the two of you is just going to change. It's going to transform and you will be able to reconnect. Or if you are looking for love, boom, they're going to show up. But you got to be ready. You got to have your eyes open. You have to have your heart open. You have to be ready. You got to listen and pay attention. See? Listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Wow, very powerful reading. I'm so excited for you, my beautiful air signs. Wow, I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you right here, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and I'll see you all on the next video.